new details on an alarming trend that we're seeing. As measles cases in Texas and New Mexico continue to rise, 2 people have already died. And vaccine rates nationwide are falling. So tonight we're digging deeper into what we're seeing here in the Carolinas and the misinformation that is circulating online.
Vaccinations are really important, and so the more that we immunize our population, the less likelihood there is of it being contagious and spreading.
Experts at the CDC say they're seeing an alarming spike in cases of the once nearly eradicated measles virus. Their data shows at least 164 cases of the virus have been detected in the U.S. since January. It also shows vaccination coverage among kindergartners across the U.S. dropped to 92.7% for the measles, mumps, and rubella vaccine during the 2023-24 school year. Doctors say you need vaccine rates of 95% to prevent the spread of measles. So keep that number in mind here as you look at some of this data here from our area. When it comes to the MMR vaccine, meaning again, measles, mumps, rubella, in North Carolina, vaccination coverage among kindergartners in the 2023-24 school year was at 93.8%. So we're in that danger zone. Back in 2017-2018 school year, we sat at a solid 97%. These are the South Carolina numbers you're seeing behind me. Last year, the rate was 92.1%, so that's even lower than North Carolina. In 2017, it was 96.3% in the Palmetto State, so above that 95%. If we zoom out nationwide across the U.S., the vaccination rate among kindergartners last school year, again, 92.7%, sitting right between where we saw the Carolinas percentages. Before the pandemic, we were kind of right at that 95 mark, 94.7%. So if you look at it all together, and if we need to get to a 95% rate to keep the disease at bay, it seems most of the nation is in danger of bringing the measles back to their community.
This is a highly contagious virus, and I don't think people realize how sick it can make you. I do worry that as immunization rates continue to erode, that the children will once again suffer.
And while measles is not here locally, doctors say if you catch it, you could be looking at some serious problems. WBTV's Ron Lee has more.
Since this is that easy, how I learned skills when I was not 8.
When you're 8 years old, you don't have much to worry about besides school and having a little bit of fun. It's up to the parents to deal with the harsher realities of life, and many are always on the lookout, even for the dangers that can't be seen.
I don't think it's fair to risk the life of my child.
August Yeager has 3 kids, all vaccinated, all healthy. She's surprised to hear the numbers that the measles virus is making a comeback.
And that's why we vaccinate, so we don't have to worry about diseases that were once almost eradicated or coming back.
And it's a virus, according to atrium Dr. Katie Pasquaretti, once thought obliterated by vaccines, that's creeping its way back into society.
Diseases that we thought were things of the past, whether it's measles, pertussis, other things, have the potential to come back.
In fact, numbers from the CDC show that there are over 220 cases with 2 deaths attributed directly to the virus. Right now, there's no active cases locally and only 1 in the Charlotte area since 2018. But doctors say listen to health officials and not from outside sources.
I think you have to understand really what's causing people to be hesitant. Too often it is a flurry of misinformation.
Dr. Washington says a lot of that misinformation is coming from social media sites. I found hundreds of posts debating the effectiveness of vaccines, some flying directly in the face of doctors and what they're saying.
I do it because it's good for her.
Kalani Harris is the daughter of Shatirika Harris. She says vaccinating her daughter gives her the peace of mind knowing Kalani won't come down with the virus.
I haven't noticed anything crazy happening after the vaccinations, so, I mean, they got to be somewhat good for you, right?
Our Ron Lee reporting tonight. Coming up next here on